my God. Throw it down and tear off my knickers. It's Clive. Oh, still as cute and angelic as you looked 10 years ago, I see. How are you, Clive?
Sorry, I don't know who you are.
Oh, what do you mean you don't know who I am, Clive? Ruby Black. I know I've changed a little, but that badass chick you used to have a hard-on crush for is me.
Wow, Ruby, you look so different. I mean, it's okay and all, but just so different. You sure are wearing a lot of makeup and not much else.
Oh, Clive, you were always such a funny guy in school, and I see that hasn't changed. I'm glad you like my look. I've worked hard to get this look, and it would be such a letdown if my friends didn't go for it. After I got out of reform school, I had to do something different with myself. You know, try to build up my self-confidence again. They sure treat you differently. They're at Hillcrest, they treat you like a piece of shit. But I learned some new skills, and I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
You went to reform school? I wonder where you had dropped out after grade 9. I have to tell you, Ruby, you were a real bad girl back then. Stealing cars, breaking into places, sleeping with the football team, the hockey team, and just about every team around. What exactly did you end up in reform school? It must have been really something.
Well, one day I skipped school and I was in the park having a smoke. Along came Reverend Brooks.
Do you mean Reverend Brooks from St. Paul's? I guess he's not there anymore. He left about 10 years ago.
Yeah, he had to get out of town or they would have tarred and feathered him. Well, he come along and asked me what I was doing in the park. I told him I was bored with school and just sitting in the park wondering what trouble I could get into. You know, Clive, I'm all for getting into trouble. It's so much more fun than sitting around being a good little girl. And so Reverend Brooks invited me to come over to his place for coffee. His wife was working, wouldn't be home for some time. Well, we did have some fun times at his place. He used to take nude pictures of me.
Really, Ruby?
If you could see the poses he got me into, well, then he would sell the pictures. He had a friend at another parish in Brooksdale that would sell them for us. We all made a lot of money till his wife came home one day and caught us. Oh, he went to jail. I went to reform school. That was such a good time back then. What do you do these days anyway, Clive?
I have this great job as an insurance salesman. I really make good money, and the best part is I get to meet people and talk to them. It's a perfect job for me. I've been doing it since I graduated from high school.
What's the pay like?
Oh, I get really great money, like $300 a week. What about you, Ruby? What do you do?
Oh, Clive, you innocent man. $300 a week? I make $300 an hour.
What the hell do you do, Ruby? Are you robbing banks now?
No, Clive, I'm an actress in adult film.
What does that mean exactly?
Oh, give it a rest, Clive. Are you still that naive? It means I get filmed having sex. And you, with your cute, innocent young looks, could make a fortune. Not only would the camera love you, but the girls would really love you. I'm sure you would look great, all nude and sweating and hot. What do you say? Should I set up an interview for you? You'll be able to show all of us your family jewels. You're so sexy, and it really is an easy and rewarding job. Imagine having sex all day and getting paid for it, too.
Ruby, you're really disgusting. How dare you speak to me this way? I come from a good family that has good family values. We don't go around showing off our nude bodies. We go to church on Sundays and we're upstanding citizens of the community. I would have thought that a stint in reform school would have made you a better person. You're nothing but a whore.
Oh, suck it up, Clive. You think you're better than everybody else? Your great-grandmother was the biggest whore this town has ever seen. She ran a whorehouse, actually something I'd like to do.
You're a liar! A whore? A liar? A slut? A black-hearted woman. My great-grandmother ran a boarding house on St. Lawrence Avenue for about 40 years. My grandfather had died in the war, and she had 2 children to bring up. You're such a liar, Ruby. Your whole life has been lived in the dirt, and you don't think everybody else is just like you.
Dirt schmirt, Clive. I come from a respectful family, although I am dirt. But not you. Your ancestry is the dirt. Your grandmother was very well known for what took place in her boarding house whorehouse. I heard she used to put on plays and the actors wore no clothes. All the men that showed up for a night of debauchery were invited to join in with the actors. Look it up, my hot friend. It's in the records. I'll be waiting for you, honey. I've got a scene picked out just that we can both do together. I've always wanted to get into your pants and touch your private.